Evening, tubers. It's about time for me to eat another keto-friendly meal. I just made these taco shells myself. This one here is out of Mexican taco cheese, and this one here is mozzarella. I'll show you how I did them later. I'm fixing to have keto-friendly meatloaf on those. I just made this meatloaf a while ago, and I'm fixing to have meatloaf tacos. Alright, here we go. Tear me off some of this fresh meatloaf. Kind of tear it up. Just going to tear it up in the pan. I don't know why, but I thought of this idea of meatloaf tacos the other day, and I did it, and I've liked it ever since. Meatloaf tacos, just perfect. Get that on there. I'm going to get myself plenty of meatloaf in there. It's going to be my last meal today. I'm doing the 16-hour intermittent fast. I've been doing that for 4 days. Trying to speed up my weight loss even more. Get a little bit more meatloaf on there. I'm trying to make these big ones now. Alright, that's probably 1/3 of a pound of meatloaf between the two. Now, I'm going to put a few onions on there. You'd have a little bit of onions on keto, just not too many. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, you can have sour cream because there's hardly any carbs in that. So I'm going to have to use my finger to apply it. Bit more right there. That's pretty good. That'll melt in a minute, but I'm fixing to take a bite out of it. There you go. Keto meatloaf tacos. I bet there's not 2 carbs in all of that right there. Let's see how these shells turned out. They're not crunchy, I'll tell you that. But they look good. They're better than a regular taco. Could probably cook them taco shells a little longer in the microwave, and they might crisp up, I don't know. But I'm satisfied with them like they are. I don't care if I have to eat them with a fork. This one here is a little more substantial. Yeah, this one's going to be a little crunchy. See this one? It's been sitting here longer. That's what I'm talking about. And then meatloaf right there, they're half pork and half beef. But they're made out of keto ingredients. I put Parmesan cheese in there and pig skins. I didn't use almond flour this time. But that's my supper for tonight. I'll make a short and show y'all how I made these taco shells. I've been watching others. I mean, there's lots of them do them. But the key thing that you got to have is parchment paper. And you can use the parchment paper at least twice, because I just did. And you just spread your cheese around on there. And you only want to microwave it on like 750 watts for like a minute and 20 seconds. Somewhere around there. I only did it a minute. I probably should have did it a little longer. But you just, you know, keep reusing the same piece of parchment paper. When the parchment paper comes about 18 inches wide, I generally cut it in half. And I tear off a section about a foot long and tear it in half. And I get enough to, you know, do it twice. So anyway, that's my meal for tonight. I'm sticking to the keto lifestyle. I know all my videos lately is about diet, but I'm going to get from where I was at, which is 238 pounds, all the way to 205 pounds by December 31st. And I'm well on my way. I'm 228 now. I've lost 10 pounds. Like I said, I'll show y'all how to make these. Look there, that one's pretty stiff. That's going to be good.